Hello, my name is Philip Quick. I'm the owner of the Hamtramck Librarians and the Loafers Champion Fantasy Football League. Before I get to today's discussion, I'd like to give a shout out to my brother-in-law, Dave. In fact, my favorite brother-in-law, Dave Rowlands. Dave, if you're out there watching, love you, baby. On to the topic at hand. My plans to dominate the league and take home the greatest trophy in fantasy sports, the Golden Loafers. For the past several years, I've tried to bring class and sophistication to the Loafers League. Witty banter, a well-placed bon mot, engaging humor, nothing has worked. Instead, every Sunday, I find myself drowning in a sea of moronic comments, juvenile insults, and asinine remarks. This year, I will change my tactic and lay out my plans for league domination in a language that you all can understand. Beer. Imagine the Loafers League as a selection of beer. First, we have the Blue Division. Most of the teams in the Blue Division, Jason Bull's team, Nick Carney's team, where's Aaron, Mr. Grundon Saintbert, and Patrick McInerney's teams, are like cheap beer, such as Milwaukee's Best. Weak football strategy, tasteless jokes, and they just make you want to piss all night. In general, a poor beer buy and a poor fantasy team. And then there's the Blue Division's Steve Quick's Reason to Live team. Steve thinks that he can give himself a title like the commish, and he will play better fantasy football. That makes about as much sense as slapping the word premium onto Milwaukee's Best. Like Milwaukee's Best Premium, Steve Quick's The Commish is no better than the rest of the pathetic beers in his division. Finally, in the Blue Division, we have Dave Preston. Killer Dave drinks wine. That tells you about as much about his football prowess as you need to know. What a pussy. And then we have the Orange Division. The return of the Smack, John Jambrone's team, Garrett Griffin's team, and Stephanie's team. Most of the Orange Division's football teams are akin to a made-up beer, like Dog Bite. What the fuck is it? It does not even look like beer. Fake beer will have you scratching your head, just like the Orange Division's fantasy football plays. Of course, the Orange Division also has my brother, Walter. Wally Quick, owner of the Flying Pigskins. Wally reminds me of the Strohs that you find in your cooler. You know, like Wally, 50 years ago, and when I was in Detroit, Stroh's was a pretty good beer. Today, flat, uninspiring, and uninteresting. This is your fantasy football life, Wally Quick. And then there are the craft beers. The Justin Godel tax audit mafia of beers. Like raspberry ale, fruity, girly, and interesting only the first time you encounter them. Craft beers, like Justin's football skills, are one of the cruel jokes nature has played on us. But then every once in a while you get lucky. Every once in a while you reach down into the cooler and grab a truly outstanding beer. Guinness. And in fantasy football, you find a truly outstanding football team, the Librarians. Like Guinness, the Librarians know their profession, they're a good solid team, and they know what it takes to win. How I will dominate the Loafers Champion Football League? Good head, great body, and a long history of tradition. This is what makes a winner in beer and in fantasy football. Good night, drive safe, and see you on the gridiron.